We got our first remote podcast with my boy AD.
Hi guys, I'm Aaron.
You can do spoilers. We warn people. It's all good.
My main character was 2099. That's who I worked specifically on.
I love the movie.
Definitely movie of the year for me.
The animation is so fluid and so good.
It looks so cool.
I'm watching it. I'm like, I want to create everything based on this movie. Like, I want to get to that standard. The music is amazing.
When I heard the tracks like in the film, I was like, holy
Shout out Metro Boomin and all the artists.
I don't think it's been told, but I'll ask you anyway. The sequence kind of feels like the alternate Miles had something to do with his dad's death. Like, I don't know what's happening with it. Okay, we're back for another episode of your favorite show, your favorite podcast, your favorite everything. But today we got our first. Is it Zoom? Oh, do we say Zoom?
Yeah, what is it? Is it Zoom?
Just
Stream?
remote podcast.
Okay, okay, technical terms. So we got our first remote podcast with my boy AD. AD, introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Aaron. From originally born in Toronto, Canada, living in Vancouver, and I'm a visual effects artist now at Walt Disney Animation Studios here in Vancouver. So happy to be here, guys. Been a big fan.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You said now, so it's new. You're newly.
Yeah, newly.
There?
I've only
so
been
let's
there
just
for.
Congratulate
Thank
you first off.
Another clap, another clap.
Thank you. My cat is like adjusting my light for me, so that's all good.
That cat's causing chaos.
The cat's the special guest.
Hey,
So-
like legitimately, nothing gets past him. But yeah, no, happy to be here. Honestly, Code, I've been a fan of yours. Like as I was saying, like since like Flash season 1, when you were doing some of the concept, like just your own art for that, like ArtStation days. Like you, like legitimately, I've had like the Flash as like my wallpaper for years. So
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no,
and
man.
you told me that yesterday, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this guy's been here for like ever. It's like it's been here since day one. It's like, and I appreciate it, man. The Flash
man.
days is when I
like
that was my like start.
And I'm not gonna lie, so in some of like the films I've worked on, like I've done some electricity and stuff, and I've actually referenced for myself your art format just because I really liked how you play with light for lightning. So like I actually went, so like I would literally like I'd go back to like your Godspeed pics and that stuff just to because And
I just want to just interrupt you for a sec because Soul, my brother.
Yeah.
He hates my electricity.
Oh my God.
See,
How you
there's
gonna
a
call him
there's
out
a
like
guy in the industry
not even
that
There it
likes
is.
my electricity, Soul.
I'm just saying.
He likes it, Soul.
Hey, Soul, industry standard. You can quote. Let me get the mic here. Industry standard. So
There you go.
Oh God.
I'm Zeus now.
there it is. Right. Russell Crowe, get the fuck out of here. No, I'm kidding.
But I appreciate it, man. That actually makes me feel
I
a lot
forgot
better
about the
about my
Godspeed
electricity. I'm gonna put
piece.
electricity in anything now.
Those
man.
pieces were sick.
It's
I
like
forgot
it's
about
that like especially now I'm remembering. Now I'm actually thinking back to like your Zoom and your shit. What was his name? Season 3. Come on, Dark Blue Lightning. No, was it
Reverse Flash?
Was it Professor's? No, yeah, it is Zoom. Sorry, I was confusing.
Zoom.
Yeah.
Zoom.
I was confusing Reverse Flash and Zoom. Yeah. I fucking
Zoom
love
was
that.
the best spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as they introduced Blue Lightning, I'm like, I'm there.
I'm like
I love the color blue.
right? I mean, it shows right now, but no, it's fucking. It's so yeah. That was one like those are like my favorite, and then the ones you had where they were like. There's different flashes, but you had like lines going through for like the yellow, the red, like just a different flash, but in the one picture.
On different scenes.
Yeah.
Man.
It reminds me of good times. I actually don't play with lighting as much now, like those sort of stuff, like super
Well, you could
effects.
for the new movie.
Yeah, actually, Flash is coming out. Like I can do some stuff there. But yeah, hopefully that movie's good. Like,
Man. Like
It looks good so far.
I know it's been in like I have friends. That's a cool thing, like the industry. Like you have like friends that are artists and everything. I have the same thing for VFX, and we're like all over the place. So to hear about like how some shows are doing, and here, long story short, if you ever see a movie in theaters and it's usually a good movie, more times than not, it's because the artists were happy working on it.
Yeah.
And like anytime you watch a film and then like the effects are like not just effects, but just CG in general, and it's kind of like not the best or like it feels rushed. Odds are because the client probably had like so many things to say, and the artists were working crazy hours and this and that. So like it does reflect But yeah, the Flash. I've heard it's been a journey, but the trailer looks cool.
I've heard good things and I've heard bad things, but more good things, which is positive.
That's a good.
Yeah,
but you said the thing you said was interesting about like artists being happy. The movie turns out good, so I'm guessing everyone on Spider-Verse was happy.
Yeah, they would have had to.
Spider-Verse is a special case, I would say. Spider-Verse. But hold on. First off, I really it's the team. Like it takes a village, like right down to like because there's no live action, right? So like all of the acting is done by animators, right? Yeah. There's no set, so all of the lighting is done by digital lighters and look dev, and like there's no practical effects, and like that's where like I come in, right? The effects work. There's effects in every single shot, and you might know this code. And you remember? Hold on, I'm not gonna. There might be spoilers. I don't know when this is coming out, but like whatever.
No, you can do spoilers. We
cool.
warn people. It's all
good.
You can speak.
Awesome. So my main character was 2099. Like he was my homie for a year and a half. Like that's who I worked specifically on. And so basically, like every time he was on screen, I probably touched that shot. And you notice that he had like spiky shoulders.
Yeah.
So that was like those are small parts of like his line work of how the character looked, and that was all done digitally via effects. So every time the camera turned, his lines would be drawn and redrawn to reflect that he is constantly being created, and all of the Spider-Men had something like that, one way or another. Yeah. And so
there was so many of them in that movie,
bro.
Oh my god!
Even Spider T-Rex had some lines on him, right? Like
he was my favorite. He was the MVP for me.
There was
I loved him.
So because there was so much of it, the effects department was actually split to have like people working specifically on ink lines, and then there was like the actual effect stuff. And it was a journey. It was tough because like camera tricks and like things misbehaving, but to hear like the fans and everyone who's seen it like think, oh, like it looks so cool, and it's like it's not a movie, it's art. Like I would never have anyone want to work the long hours that we did. Like we did like sometimes like 80-hour weeks, like 6 days a week kind of thing. Like it was like it was tough. Honestly. But to hear like especially with your post that like that I had commented on, and that really meant a lot to me, especially because like thinking of it as art than a movie. I was like, all right, like it's cool. I'd never want to subject anyone to doing crazy hours for like that, but the work speaks for itself, right?
For me, the reason I said it because it was 100% true. Like everything I said was like, I don't even think I articulated enough of how I felt. Do you know when you buy an art book to like, do you know the art of Marvel or the art of the movie? Do you know those books?
Yep.
I've never once bought a book and the movie is exactly the same. Does that make sense?
It does. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. It's like, usually I buy the art books because I love everything about them that didn't make the movie because I know the good stuff never makes the movie. But this movie, literally, it's like the art book is just on par or even under the movie. Yeah. That's where like I'm at.
Yeah, that's. Man, sorry, like I'm like blushing right now because like it's really cool to hear that, especially like an artist, like a 2D artist commenting on 3D and how it looks 2D, and that was the goal, right? Like the goal was we want it to be a comic book, or like the client, like they want it to be a comic book look, and every Spider-Man looking like their respective comic. That's why Gwen's world is the way it is. And like so her mood or the mood of the scene actually dictated the watercolor, right? Yeah. And because some of Gwen's cover art for her comic books are watercolor based, so that's why we wanted to pay homage to like that respective artist. Yeah. And Miguel in his world is very like sharp lined and everything, and that's same so deal
cool looking,
for and but it was tough. And they're like friends of mine who I don't know if you might have noticed every character had like lines on their face, right?
Yeah.
Like those were done in 3D and those were done by hand. Jesus. And sometimes frame by frame. That's so much
again, this movie is like for us, it was a visual treat, but I'm sure it was like a tedious few years for you guys.
It was, but like you know,
it's worth it in the end.
Like at the end, it looks so fucking.
Like when someone points out those little details that like no one would ever pay attention to.
That gets me. Like
that's what it's like. That's the important stuff. And you guys did something even extra. See, I took my family with me, like my sister and her kids and stuff.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
my sister's not too into animation movies, and neither is her husband. They don't like. They're not into cartoon, that sort of stuff. But they didn't even see this movie as an animation. Like they watched it as a movie. Like because you get lost. The animation is so fluid and so good that it's like you get
forget
lost.
It's animation. Honestly,
you get lost in it. You don't feel it's an animated movie.
Oh man, that's
and the way you guys incorporated like basically every single Spider-Man and every single Spider-Man world, and it's like you did it so well that like, even though it's a spoiler, but like you know, Donald Glover's in there.
Yeah.
And it's like it didn't feel out of place to me. It felt like how did he mesh with an animated world without like it didn't feel wrong.
Yeah.
No, it's tough. That goes down to the compositor. So basically in like a film in general with CG, anything like that, it goes like animation or concept art, look dev, right, to get that stuff. Then you have character design, animators who like, you know, animate everything. Then after that, it comes to lighting, effects, or CFX, which is like hair and clothing and stuff. And then that stuff also gets sent to lighting. And then all of those assets go to compositing, who put it all together either to match the live action or if it's animated, they put it to what it works. And then here we go. So yeah, like it really takes like an entirety of like a team.
Well, for me, I don't know about him, but probably I can speak for him as well. Yeah. But it was like I love the movie like too much. Like I don't know, like,
definitely movie of the year for me.
It's not only
so
like
far. Yeah,
like it's a visually pleasing movie. Like, and I said it in the post we made, the reel. It's like I've never been inspired and demotivated at the same time.
Sure.
It's like I'm watching it. I'm like, I want to create everything based on this movie. Like I want to get to that standard, but also at the same time, how the fuck did you do it in every frame? It's like every frame.
Keep in mind as well, after the movie finished, Street Fighter had come out, and he decided to do a piece before playing it because how motivated he was to make it.
I had Street Fighter 6,
on the 12
and I've been waiting for it since like. As soon as they released the release date, I've been waiting for it, and I had it ready.
So motivated. I
came back and did a Spider-Man piece.
Yeah,
like before I even touched it again.
That is high praise. Like doing art over Street Fighter, and like I follow you guys, so like I'm aware. Like I will speak on behalf of all the artists that we appreciate that because that's
to be fair. These guys said after I finished they'll play, but it was like
bro, it was tired.
It was like 3-4 a.m.
I don't stay up in game like I used to anymore.
Yeah, no, but
the music is amazing.
Can we talk about like that soundtrack? Like, because we were never like when I work. There's the only audio we have is like whether it's pre-recorded sound or like the cast sound, right? And like that's it. When I heard the tracks, like in the film, when I saw it for the first time completely, I was like, all right, Spotify, like immediately. Like, holy
everyone,
fuck, every song.
I went with my cousins. They were Shazamming right in front of me as well while watching the movie. They just wanted every soundtrack.
Every song. Like, everything was a banger.
It was a perfect choice.
Shout out
getting
Metro Boomin.
Metro
all the artists. Oh, my God.
Like,
so
crushed it. Like,
right now, he's on fire, especially this year. And the fact that they got him for this movie, and he went all out as well. Brought a few friends,
huge, like, fuck, like
music
that was
makes
like
such a difference as well.
Such a difference. That was like my takeaway. Like after like ignoring like all the stuff that like we had done and like just the visual appreciation, I went to my friends. I was like, yo, but like that soundtrack was just fucking bumping. I was like, but like we could talk about that movie. Did you guys have like a favorite sequence or part that really stood out to you?
Honestly speaking, for me, I love the whole movie as a whole because the story, like the main thing that hyped me up is like Miles knowing his worth. Like he's like, I'm that guy now. I'm that guy now. It's like, you know, I'm not scared. Like,
right?
I want to F. I'm gonna F these guys up. This is my world. That was a cool scene. But for me, as an artist and as like the person that loves visuals, whoever made the outro, that I give praise to that. I love the outro. The outro was like everything to me.
It was beautiful. It was not me, but I don't know the individual, but yeah, I agree. It was gorgeous.
It's just the way it developed. Like,
yeah,
it told basically the whole story.
But in like 2 minutes.
Outro. Yeah, in 2 minutes. It's like you felt it emotionally. The outro was emotionally driven. Like, I love that take on it, especially when like the face of the Prowler fades into Miles.
Yeah,
that is just like a perfect sequence. Yeah,
I had to keep
such a good Prowler outfit as well.
Yo, we had to. Sometimes it's really fucking hard to keep our mouths shut about like because like I knew what was happening in the film, like obviously, right? So to like, you know, when the Sony decides to, you know, like tease things in their trailers and like this Spider-Man's coming out and it's cast by this person and everyone's hype and they're like, that's like, oh my god, like that's one of the secrets, and I'm just like, you don't even know, like you know, like the cameos or like how. The other Miles, Uncle Aaron, like at the end, like even like I knew it was coming, and I still got like fucking like you know.
As soon as they revealed the face and like I don't know, like I didn't know how to take away from it. I don't think it's been told, but I'll ask you anyway.
Yeah,
it's like the sequence kind of feels like the alternate Miles had something to do with his dad's death. It's like I don't know what's happening with it, but it's like for me, that's what it feels like, and that's why he does not. He shows no remorse, and no empathy to main Miles.
I mean,
but he defeated it as well, though. I don't know. It could have been someone else. I don't know.
I just know in the next movie, you got like, I love how Spot went from like this naive joke character, as in like, he's like getting slapped around to this.
Celestial
Category 5 Omega level Celestial,
right?
It's like,
fucking, it's like, it's
and his voice as well sounded so cool at the end.
His voice, how he talks, and his monotone. Like, do you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of. Do you know when Dr. Manhattan just didn't give a shit?
Yeah, I fucking love Dr. Manhattan, man.
Yeah, I love Dr. Manhattan.
Like,
it's like,
That's, I know that. Like, that's I also shout out, you know, Jason Schwartzman, the voice actor, right? Like that voice casting, I thought was like, you know, high praise to everyone. But Spot, like it's cool because like as the film progresses, that was like the idea is that how can we take someone so goofy and then just turn it into like holy fucking shit, like this guy's
he's actually like if you look beyond animation, he's actually a scary character. He's like he's able to destroy worlds, manipulate worlds, crush worlds. And it's like, and the thing is, he's like, he's got a vendetta against Miles, and he seems heartless.
Right, but it's like you have someone who does all this. It's like, what can you do? Yeah, I shoot webs and micromanage a 6-block radius in Brooklyn. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like, but then at the end, like you got all that. Then at the end, you got the Miles Prowler. Yeah. And it's like, then you're like...
And he's also got Miguel chasing him.
You got Miguel chasing him. So he's got the whole world against him. So it's going to be a war in the next movie. And I'm like, so eager to see it. Yeah.
I just want time to fly to that movie, man.
That was, man.
So have you guys, like, I know you can't say much, but have you guys already, like, are you, like, already a percentage into the next movie? Is it already, like, have you already started, or?
The goal was like they wanted to. I know there's gonna be a break for the artists after a film, like because you can't just go from one to the next. Just in production in general. Yeah. So I'm sure, but like I guarantee there are wheels going in something. Like it's definitely not just like we're gonna wait a little bit. No, like, things are definitely like progressing. But whether anyone's actually touching it or not right now, my guess would probably be like. Maybe in like a little bit,
maybe some side people, kind of like Infinity War and Endgame. There were still people working
exactly
continuously.
But I'm curious about how it's going to go down because a lot of so usually, you know, like when a project finishes, like in visual effects or animation, that's like when people like other like artists like myself like will take breaks or contracts finish and things like that. So my industry is very contractual. So we get hired for like the movie, and it's like you're working till run of picture, and then like when a picture ends, then you usually get told 3 weeks to a month before of like whether if they extend you or if you're going to go on to a next project, in which case you sign another contract, so you don't have to leave the studio. But I know like after this film, like people needed a break, right?
Yeah.
And so my curiosity is like how many want to go back or will go back or have stayed, because it was such a Herculean effort by everyone. And I know like burnout is real. Like I'm sure you've experienced that.
Yep.
Right. And so Spider-Verse, and I'll say Marvel in general, Marvel are very, in my opinion, the projects are cool at the end, but they're tough clients because the expectation is so high. And
also the turnaround time,
right? Yeah,
as well.
The turnaround time, like, man, there was a time where I was working on like 3 films back to back. Well, like at the same time, I did like a small little stint at a studio, and that's where like I worked on Shang-Chi, Eternals, and Snyder's Justice League, and I was on them all at the same time, and like that's not common, but like it was tough, like for turnaround and all that stuff. Also, side note, Justice League is the only movie I've worked on twice. I worked on the Justice League and then Snyder's Cut, and man. Yeah.
Did you enjoy him? Enjoy working on him, or
not the Joss Whedon one? No, but they actually had me at the studio I was at in Montreal. They used me for mocap for the Flash. So like they had me in like the suit and everything, and they had me like running on a treadmill to record the run sequence just so animators could use it. And bro, like max speed running for like 5 minutes, and I'm just like I just want to like throw up. And yeah, and then
the suit as well,
right. And then they had me for Wonder Woman as well. I did, because I have a martial arts background in Muay Thai, so they had me in the suit doing like for Wonder Woman, the first movie, just like, can you throw like some combos and stuff like that? So now I'm like the digi double for the digi double, which I thought was pretty funny.
That's pretty dope. That's right? Dope. So now when we watch these movies, we're just gonna look at. That's AD now,
right?
It's like who?
You know,
the
like
Wonder Woman that's doing the axe kick. That's
right. I got the bust for it, right? You think like I could fit in the costume? It works out.
You could do it, man.
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna actually be thinking that though.
Right? Yeah, just some big dude with a beard. Actually, yeah, you know.
Well, back to Spider-Verse, like to finish it off, like
sure,
we can't wait for like the next one, and for me personally, I can't wait till the promotions, because as soon as they start dropping promotions, you kind of like you get that game of like, what's the movie about, who's the villain, and all that sort of stuff.
It's coming soon.
I love that. I love the lead up, and the fact that it's in March. I think we'll start getting promotions soon. Is it in March? Yeah. It's
March.
Oh my god!
So
it's not as far away.
When I saw that. I don't know. And this is here, my professional opinion. I don't know if that's going to be the true date.
That's what I said. Yeah. It's like people are saying, "Oh, it's on the official site." I'm like, no. How are they going to do that?
But
that's specifically why I asked if they're working on it, because if it's in March, they have to be working on it. Yeah.
Like it's tough, because here, this Spider-Verse was supposed to come out a year ago. If you guys remember, like it was supposed to already be out, and then they were like. This is all like public knowledge, so like, it's cool. But they were like, "Okay, we want to have all this stuff in it." And then the writers and everyone were like, "Okay, if we want to have all this, like it's just too much. So we needed 2 movies." Okay, cool. So now this part 1 was supposed to come out in like 2022, and then we're still working on it, and it's like, okay. And in my head, I'm like, there's no way. There's no, we're not even like.
Thank God they delayed it, to be honest.
Yeah, but like, so they delayed it once, and then they delayed it again to the date it is now. They'll probably delay it, right? So so when I saw March, I'm like, there's no, like, it's impossible to finish a movie of like, especially this one in 6 months. Like I'd be, unless you have, no, not even unless, no, it's just not going to happen. So
yeah.
That's just my theory, though. If it does,
I mean, you can do it like maybe in a couple of years' time, when AI,
yeah, right, when they can just do
AI does it for you.
Exactly, like you just have like the writers just be like whatever. That'd be pretty dope, though. Like to like throw a script in, and they just picks up like the visual or like the descriptions, and then just like spits out like proper. But at the same time,
that would be
sick. Because I want my job still. So, right.
Speaking of AI, what's your, like, as an artist and in the industry, two things. What do you think about it? Second thing, do you worry about your industry with AI?
Well, the worry, because that would mean clients would have to know accurately what they want. And because that's just not a thing. So I think we're good on that front. But as an artist, I think it's a really cool tool to use. But like, in my opinion, if you're typing in like a prompt and a picture comes up and you're like, look what I made. You did not make that. You typed well, but that's not, you're not an artist for that. You're a typer, and the machine just gave you what you wanted. But if you're using what you type as like a baseline for what you want to create, or like what you can get inspiration from, then I'm like, oh yeah, like all for it. I don't think we should be afraid of it. I think we should just understand.
We should embrace it as a tool.
Like, exactly.
I think that's the only way of moving forward, because if we're going to keep like saying, no, we'll never use it, no, we'll never use it, who knows what, like, I keep saying it, but who knows what 5 years from now is like in the AI world.
Yeah.
Because right now we're saying prompts, right?
Yeah.
And we're saying, clients don't know what they want. But in 5 years, AI could be the client.
Yeah. Man,
that's what I'm saying.
Can you imagine? Can you please give me Spider-Verse 7? What?
Yeah.
Like that'd be
deadline Monday. It's like, and you can't even negotiate because
it doesn't want money. It just wants its result. Yeah. That'd be. But like, I think that the conversation's cool. Like a really good friend of mine, her name is Scarlett Gray. At Scarlett Gray, yeah, dope. But she's a fellow artist, and she does like traditional pencil crayon, hand drawn stuff. And there was she was at an art show, and there was a platform about AI in art, and like how that evolution might be. And I always thought it's fascinating now, especially because you can take a picture and upload that into like the database or whatever, and then use it as like a baseline as to grow from it. And like in that regard, I think it's cool, especially if it doesn't alter the original image, and it just like extends or can give you like, it can take the flat image and make it 3D and give it depth. That really fascinates me a lot. Or using the machine learning for like creating masks or rotoscoping, for example, right? Or like if you're using like the pen tool.
The tedious stuff. Like if something could cut out your image or cut out like a complex image for you, it's like, take that skill away from me. I don't care. It's like, if it cuts it out for me, it saves me like an hour.
100%. And I mean, like, and like there are whole departments that are like in editing for like people like, oh, I gotta like get rid of this one little thing or whatever. If the computer can do that, yes. Like that, I'm very like, I'll be extremely pro AI for that. Like, yes, dude.
I did the same thing. Like, I was in, when was it, Shady? Like 2019? What was it, last year? To Lightbox?
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so I was at Lightbox, and they had a panel for AI, and they got me on it. It's like I was talking about it. It was good conversations. There was a bunch of people like with good opinions and stuff. And like it's only been a year, but AI has changed so much since then. But it's like I was giving it like I gave it the benefit of the doubt, because there was also like artists out there that like that are unfortunate they can't like make art because they have disabilities, they have issues with their hands, they can't do brushes and stuff. And if they can express how they feel in art in the way of AI prompting and all that sort of stuff, so be it. I love that they can express, they have a avenue to express. This is what I love about this sort of stuff. And it's like, as you said as well, using it as a blueprint, using it to help you out with the tedious stuff in your art, if it can excel you in that way. But yeah, I'm on your side with saying like, there's a lot of people out there now, it's like they call themselves AI artists, which which kind of seems redundant and makes no sense
Yeah,
because the AI artist is the computer. So
so I've never heard that before. That's just sort of like that doesn't make sense to me. So like if you drive a car, are you a mechanic?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
right.
It's basically like a ghostwriter, a ghost producer's doing something for you, and you're just putting it out there as the artist, which it's kind of doing yourself a disservice, especially when you are an artist.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like if you are an artist and you're just like dishing that work as your own, it's like you got to feel some sort of way. It's like
there's got to be some form of like self-acceptance of like, you know what, I'm okay with this. I'm not an artist anymore, but I'm going to say it anyway. Like you got to like accept that. And
just here's the thing: there's nothing wrong with you using AI art. Just tell people. Tell people you're using it. And do not get offended when someone tells you, "Is it AI art?"
Yeah,
because I've seen that online. Someone will say, "Is that AI?" It's like, how dare you? How dare you say I'm not amazing?
I love people like that. So like,
and then the art gets like 10 times better. I was like,
right? Okay. I don't have Twitter anymore, but like that, it reminds me of like there was a tweet. I was working on Aquaman, and then they released a concept art for like not Atlantis, but like a part of it. And it was like, you know, just beneath the surface, so like the sun is like shining through the water, and they're like, you know, the old ruins and stuff. And this guy tweets, he's like, "Really, Atlantis so close to the surface? I'm gonna have trouble suspending my disbelief." And like, I love the people who like, so I typed to him, I'm like, so in like a world where you have like an Amazonian half goddess who makes you tell the truth with a rope, a vigilante who's a billionaire who beats people up on the rooftops, a ring that is powered by an emotion, and an alien that can bench press the planet. The location of Atlantis is where you draw the line. And like a month later, he's like, "Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry." So like anytime like when people were like, "Oh, I'm an artist. I'm an AI artist," I'm like, "Oh, please, like bring them my way. Like I have no issues." Because like it's just it's funny, like that thought process to me at least.
With the Atlantis comment, I would have been just like, "You've seen Atlantis before?" It's like,
it's true. Dog. I go.
No one knows where it is.
What do you mean? I go to Atlantic City every summer. Like,
you mean Atlantic? Huh. Atlantic City?
No. We go down to Atlantis.
Atlantis.
Oh my god, man.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
but it's like that's like I kind of that's what's weird about social media now. It's like I can't like you talk to people about AI. It's either like if you use it, a whole bunch of people hate you, a whole bunch of people like you for accepting it. So you kind of don't know how to navigate. Like social media for me, I never thought I'll say this, but it's fucking hard to navigate now. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to insult people. I don't want to start fight with people. Yeah. So I stay like safe, and me staying safe is like, you never say anything negative. Why don't you speak up? Are you scared? I'm like, no, I just don't like drama. I just don't like it at all.
Like, man, I will happily watch it from a distance while eating my popcorn, but like, I
don't want to be part of the drama. It's like, if it's happening, okay, cool. But it's like,
like they keep it. But like, you're so right about that. I mean, even like on like for Instagram, like you throw a picture up, like you just want to put it for yourself, you know, or like with your friends or whatever, and then some random person comes along and like politically corrects this or like questions that or just it brings that like attention, and then
sometimes like social is a disgusting place. Sometimes it just gets really weird. Like for some like certain things, I'll give you two topics. I'll give you like an entertainment one, which I'll say about Fast X. And I'll give you like a personal one where I'll post up like my progress, like in training or in like health wise.
Hold on, side note, you guys are doing. I gotta cut you off real quick. You guys are doing fantastic. Like I'm a big follower like of the Cell Gains. I fucking love the name. But like I think like fitness journey. Anyone who is trying to better themselves, like just whatever it is, like for your mental health. Like for me, like I'm on the spectrum for autism, right? Like I have ADHD. And like I've got the anxiety, depression, the whole thing on the meds since I was a kid, right? But like the gym, like it helps me, like martial arts and all that stuff, like helps me. And anyone who's just trying to better themselves, like anyone who talks shit to that, I'm like, you got to check yourself. Like you need to take a good hard look at yourself.
There has to be something wrong with that.
There has to be.
Yeah.
and
I don't get it. It's like we post our stuff, and every now and then we'll get like hateful comments, and not only that, I'll get like DMs that are like completely like out of line. Like I don't even know what. Like why do you go out of your way to, do that shit?
Yeah.
So right. To tear people down. Like me right now. Over many years, I got like shark skin for that shit. It's like I don't really give a shit. Yeah. But then you realize that other people that read that comment that are in the same boat as me don't take it so well. They're too scared. They'll see that and they'll be too scared to post. They'll be too scared because we get like on Cell Gains and on my profile, I get messages. People sending me videos of them working out. It's like I finally went back to the gym. You inspired us to go back.
That's fucking beautiful.
Training. That's the beautiful thing. And I love that shit. It's like and as you said, they're trying to better themselves, and that's what you want. It's like you encourage them. I don't know why there's people out there. I know they might be sad and miserable in their own lives, but it's like the best thing to do there is find positive people and try to get positive.
Yeah,
to get better.
It's like you post a video of you training and they're like, you need to train.
Dude,
what are you saying?
That's training. I posted a video of me bench pressing and the guy says in the comment, you should go to the gym. Like I'm literally there.
Like what the fuck do you think he is?
I'm in my kitchen doing bench press.
Straight up. Like shit. Like
it's so frustrating.
And then to go back to my point, the second option is Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious, I love the movie from part 1. I love part 3. That's my favorite movie. And the rest of the movies, I like, literally, I don't take them seriously anymore. You just watch them, you get popcorn, and you get entertained by it. And that's exactly what I said in my review. And like, there's people like sending me like, you don't know anything about movies. You don't know shit. You like things that are trash. You like everything. I'm like, what did I say about the movie? All I said it was fun, and it was entertaining, and that's exactly what it is. The movie is close to $1 billion. Fast X. It's like you guys that all hate it are all watching it.
Yeah. And I mean, like shit. Like, oh, you don't know anything about movie. Okay, well, like if that movie wins an Oscar, then I'll be like, you know what, you're right. I'm sorry, but like, let's be real. Fast is not winning an Oscar. Right,
yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
If it wins Oscar, like if they do a stunt one, if they do a stunt Oscar, yes, sure. I totally agree. It could win a stunt Oscar, but for best movie and stuff, I don't think it's at that level because I don't know what's happening in the movie.
yeah. I mean, like I think the last one I saw, like they went to space with like a Prius or something, like and they toned it down now. Oh, okay. I think they realized the whole space thing was like, okay, maybe that's a bit fun. But wasn't like, I haven't seen Hobbs and Shaw, but have you seen Hobbs and Shaw? I have. You know what? I will say,
I heard it's very good.
It's the same thing as what you just said, though.
Wasn't Idris's character like a superhero?
He had like enhancements and stuff. Like, you know what? He reminded me of like someone out of Cyberpunk, right?
That's what I'm saying. How did that happen?
Right. But you know what?
But I heard it was a good movie.
Yeah, it's back to what you said, though. I thought that movie was so entertaining.
Yeah,
like
I keep saying this to my friends and everyone else. It's like you want to change your life for the better, or like change and get inspired to change. Think about the evolution of Fast and Furious 1 and now. It's like I don't know, like I can like scientifically I cannot. Yeah. I cannot evolve it into that.
Right.
It went from tuna fish sandwich.
Straight up
to space.
Like sandwich, man.
It's like racing for pink slips, and now like apparently the government sends us on these like insane missions that
There's no one in the world that can drive like them. Like no one. That's like those guys are the only people that can drive like this.
But at the same,
that's just the weird.
You just want to go watch it and laugh. Like that's so stupid.
Yeah,
like, it's just funny. Like it's funny, stupid. That's all it is. Why are you taking that shit serious?
It gives us hope that anyone can catch anyone out of the air with a car falling from a helicopter.
That's basically it, man. And then there's like where they will like hit a car, and the car would like drift off into the other lane and capture someone that's falling.
Yeah,
and they're safe. No problem. Yeah. It's like, I need to learn this stuff for in case, shit happens on a freeway. I need to save lives.
And so, like, I'm going to the gym to be like John Cena. Let me catch a car on top of a truck going like 60 miles an hour and put it back. Like,
And then that's the thing that's their trademark as well. Like it wasn't like I'm not speaking specifically on the latest movie, but in general, every time they get up to a villain, it's like Dragon Ball Z, where it's like they beat the villain becomes a friend. Frieza became a friend. Piccolo became a friend. It's like they all become friends. It's like are they following the plotline of Dragon Ball Z? Because Dragon Ball Z did start off with like shitty power levels.
Yeah. Yep.
And now they're like Ultra Instinct gods. So actually, Fast and Furious and Dragon Ball Z are the same shit.
Yeah, I can relating Dominic Toretto to Goku. Yeah, I can see that happening.
Basically,
right? Yeah. He has to lose.
Like
he evolves every movie.
Every movie he does. But the one thing, just like Goku, I need to find the strongest person, and that's like his driving force, Dominic Toretto, for family.
I know you haven't seen the movie yet, but there's this one scene I got to tell you.
No, go for it. Like I'm okay with it.
So he rips off a car door.
I was going to talk about that scene.
And there's a helicopter with high velocity bullets shooting at him, and he blocked it with a car door. High velocity bullets.
Was the window rolled up?
Yeah, okay, it was. The window was rolled up. So as soon as he did that, I'm like, like next movie, we're gonna see like Super Saiyan Dom. That's
Super Saiyan Dom. It's gonna be the mustache that grows out like Nappa, right?
That stuff you're meant to just like you laugh about it, enjoy it. There's people that take it too serious.
But the thing is, that's why I like Tokyo Drift.
Yeah,
Tokyo Drift because I love Japanese cars. Yeah. So Tokyo Drift gave me all that stuff, but for some reason they're like, oh, you like Japanese cars? We're gonna make a Mustang the lead car.
Oh yeah.
It's like, okay.
It's because
we're gonna make a Mustang. We're gonna make a Mustang drift car. Why is this?
Yeah, honestly, man, Tokyo Drift was great.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that, man, the song.
Yeah, everyone
like that. That's just it.
We use that here in Australia all the time. Like when we like accidentally skid on with our car or accidentally do a shit move in the car.
Oh shit! I see. We're doing
we do that. We do that song. It's like, yep.
It's like some things are just universal that way.
We messed up. Yeah.
Fuck, man. Tokyo Drift is just bringing people together. Yeah. Have you guys had a chance to go to Japan? Like I know, like a weird segue, but I was just curious.
That's on our bucket list.
I think we were planning to go last year.
We were planning to go this year.
Was it this year? Yeah, this year.
But yeah, that's high on our bucket list.
Yeah.
Like I need to. I keep like for some reason TikTok keeps showing me the 7-Elevens and the Family Mart there.
Me too.
And it's like they keep showing me them. I'm like, why are you showing me this? And I'm like, I need to go there now.
I keep hearing about like there's like a ramen festival that happens there, or it's like an underground like ramen thing, and like I'm a Naruto fan. I'm not gonna lie. I started eating. I started eating ramen because I watched Naruto as a kid.
That's the only reason I got into it. That's the only reason I ever got into ramen.
And I have no regrets. Fucking delicious. So when I hear about like a secret underground Japanese ramen festival, yes, and like what's like what do I need to do? Like what's the initiation into this? Like what kind of chakra do I have to have to be able to eat your food? Because like please, like take it.
It's so good, and I'm rewatching it with my
sisters. Whoever knows this, leave it in the comments. If there's like a secret golden ticket, if there's a secret golden ticket, let us know.
Like shit, I'll take you with me. I don't even care. I'll take you with me. Like what is that?
My friends were telling me, I don't know if you're a fan of Star Wars, but the Star Wars Celebration, the one that happens in the States. Yeah. Apparently Japan is hosting it the next.
So I've heard, and I think that's really fucking cool. Wait, are you able to go for that though? Like, can you?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I've already been pitched by my team to go to it. So if there's like a thing to it, I'll let you know. We'll organize something.
Yeah, because that.
I don't know if it's next year or the 1 year after that.
Oh, okay.
So one of them.
That would be sick.
If you ever come down to Vancouver, I'm pretty sure I'd be able to talk to some of my friends who are at Lucasfilm here in ILM to get like the studio tour awesome. For that. Like
I wish I knew you more. Like when I was in Toronto, like in 2000, I think it was 2019.
That's where I'm from, born and raised.
Yeah, so, I was there for like 3 weeks, and we looked at mountains.
And you still talk about it highly till now. How I enjoyed it.
I still loved it. Like the people were nice.
But like, Toronto, Vancouver, Toronto, yeah.
Toronto.
Okay, yeah.
I think Vancouver. I heard is better.
In my personal, after living there, it's nice to live somewhere where the air doesn't hurt your face because it gets so cold. So like Vancouver, also if you're ever here, I'd be happy to show you Disney Animated Studios as well.
That's awesome. We'll definitely let you know.
Like please.
We're gonna get to Canada again.
Yeah,
it's like we went to the States. Like we're always on edge in the States, so we'll go to Canada. We'll go to Canada and just like relax.
We'll take it easy. You know, we'll show you all the boot things though down here. You know, going out for rips and all that. I'm just making fun of the booties in Canada. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah,
how do you pronounce that chips you guys eat? Poutine. Is that how you? Poutine?
Yeah, and it's just like some weird Quebec concoction of just French fries, gravy, and melted cheese. It's delicious.
Man.
It is delicious.
It's delicious.
Seriously, I think
I'm hungry,
Australia
bro.
had that like so long ago, but we just called it like
cheesy fries and then add gravy. It'll be like cheesy fries.
That's it.
Gravy.
Yeah, that's it. Well, like no, it is.
I remember we were in Toronto, me and my friend Amir. It's like we went there, and it's like there was like they took us to this place. It was like 3 a.m. and they serving it, and it's like, why are you still open at 3 a.m.?
Because it's honestly it's the drunk fruit. Like even like anywhere like in Quebec, Toronto, Vancouver, like there are certain foods that just need to be available at certain times.
All the time.
Right?
all the time.
Like here, it's a kebab.
Oh no, that's here too. Or like there's like doner over here as well, and that shit's open.
Doner kebab.
Yo, all day, every day, and straight
that
up.
Has to be like that has to be till the mornings. That's like late night craving.
Seriously, you should come down to Australia. We could show you everything here.
I eat, and so I would love to come to Australia. That is high on my list too, because it's you guys are built different in my opinion. Like you live in an island where everything can kill you. And you just and like you're just going to school, working at like a desk job kind of thing, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think if the water rises like just a tiny bit, we're like basically done.
No, not that much.
Who told us that? I thought it was you that told me that.
Not this much.
I don't know how much you said. You said a tiny bit.
But like you have spiders that are legitimately like real face huggers, and you're just like, it's just a Tuesday.
Here's the thing. I mentioned this to everyone that's scared. I mentioned this to everyone that's scared of spiders. Our spiders, even the big ones, are not that scary. Like they're not that like they're not that scary. It's the small ones that fuck you up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
we have redbacks that are like this small, and we have funnel web spiders that are like this small, and we got the silver tail, I think, that's like this small. Each of these will like get to the hospital in 10 minutes or you're dead.
Also, why do they have the coolest fucking names too? I swear to God.
No, tarantulas are the scariest.
Tarantula is not even. It's not even poor. Like
it's
one of the weakest.
Looking, but it still looks. It's big.
Listen,
it's scary looking, man.
But if Samwise Gamgee can beat a giant tarantula with a toothpick sword, like how bad could the small ones be? You know,
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
The thing is, people have tarantulas as pets. That's the thing. That's more of a pet, but they don't really have like redbacks as pets because if a redback gets loose and bites you or bites your dog or something, that's it. It's like endgame.
And you can't see it. It's so small.
It's just like you've been bitten, you just turn to ash immediately.
It's like our redback is like it's like I don't know if you've heard of it. It's like it's in the same family as Black Widow, but the Black Widow has the red thing on its belly, where the redback has it on its back. But it's more intimidating looking. It's way scarier than a Black Widow, in my opinion.
I wish we could pull up a photo for like the viewers of like this is what we got now.
Shady will put it.
We'll put it in there.
You put it on screen, Shady, when like during
man.
post. Put a Black Widow and a redback. Put them next to each other because I just want to show them that our homies redbacks.
I don't think I've ever seen a redback though.
You haven't seen a redback? What's wrong with you?
No, like in real life. In real life.
The fuck's wrong with you, man?
In real life.
Are you even from Australia?
Are you embarrassing us in front of a Canadian guy?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I would like because fuck, man. What like the most fiercest creature we have out here? Honey badgers.
Bro, you guys got
right?
Your mooses are huge.
Yo, no, I'm not gonna lie. You don't fuck with the moose.
I saw them walking in a video. I've never seen it next to a person. Like till recently, I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's a tank.
Yeah,
it's like screw that.
and they're not peaceful. Like they're angry as fuck. Apparently, like you walk up on them, and you ever see Avatar, like the Last Airbender?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Do you ever remember there was like a scene where like one of the characters is like Sokka, he's stuck in a hole, and he's talking to his like baby creature, and it's like a moose lion or something like that. They're aggressive like that shit.
Yeah.
It's like if a tiger just was built like a tank.
It's like it's been doing 80-hour shifts.
Yeah,
It just wants to go home, and you're just there trying to pat it.
Right? It's like, oh my god,
grease.
it's such a majestic creature, and it just destroys your car.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but no,
That's
I think
scary, man.
we have bears like in Vancouver. Yeah, there are some bears.
You guys are scared of like spiders,
but like,
while you have bears.
It's true. It's like let's be real. Yeah, like with their bears, like there are like places that like more north in Vancouver where it's like the woods, in my opinion. I'm still learning like the area. I've been here for about like 5 years, and I'm still like a tourist. So like if you're people who live like really up north, and like a regular day, it's like a black bear just walking down the street, just like picking their trash. Like forget about raccoons; they've upgraded. You know,
That's cool.
Oh my god. I would want to see that though. Like
would you want to see?
I don't know. I just visually, yes, not coming at me though, but like
yeah, like if I'm just like at home looking out my window,
it's visually appealing. Yeah.
Oh,
I've always wanted to go to Vancouver. Vancouver is like also on my list. Like when we went to Toronto, it's like I told Amir, let's go to Vancouver for a couple of days, just kick back over there. Because you guys have like, you guys are close to the Aurora Borealis lights.
Yeah.
You guys have that there? Yeah. It's like, I wanted to, because we were there at that month. And I'm like, let's just go check it out. He goes, nah. I'm like, okay.
Oh, but you gave up so easily. But no,
I didn't want to convince him.
No,
he would have annoyed the shit out of me.
So, to be, it's fair. Like I do that too. Even like with friends, they're just like, yo, you want to go? And I'm just like, yeah, all right. Or like, hey, do you guys want to go there? Like, nah, I'm not feeling like, all right. Sometimes you gotta be passive like that. But no, coming down to Vancouver, yeah, it's for visiting. There is like a lot to see. Like going up north, or do you guys have like 4x4ing in Australia? Basically,
yeah. It's huge. It's huge in the outback. Yeah.
Right. So I went on it for the first time with my friends, and I was like, oh, ATVs? Like I've done like that sounds like fucking awesome. Like no, they're just rock climbing with your car. And it's just like
I've seen that. Like in some cases, they're driving up vertical. I was like, how does this work? Like in physics, how does this work?
Right? I don't understand.
Spider-Man makes more sense right now.
Facts, straight facts. It's like we're doing it, and like one of my buddy's cars is like made for this. Like I can't even go across like the technical terms and all that shit. But like he was doing like no problem. And we get to like on this path, and it's like a beginner path, but I'm still just like, what the fuck, with the cars tipping and shit. And someone's like taking their small like Toyota Corolla doing these things, and I'm like, how? It doesn't. I just like I don't get it. But yeah, you could do that here. Just saying.
If I need to look at a Corolla climbing like a
climbing
like that.
No, seriously, they seriously go into vertical positions and upwards so like this. Weird, and how isn't the car flipping? I don't understand.
I'd be shitting it.
I don't. Yeah.
I'll do
man,
so.
Do you guys do like any like crazy things? Like I say crazy things because I'm so foreign to Australia. Is there anything like that you feel like might be just like so common over there that the rest of the world's just like, nah, it's fucking batshit?
Do we do anything?
The craziest thing is me waking up at 1 a.m., bro.
Yeah.
We're basic. Like I'm like I hate using the term, but it's like when someone's an artist, you kind of know what their like life is.
Yeah.
Like it's like sure we do that every now and then. We'd go do something like out of the ordinary, but it's like we let people know that we did that.
Yeah, no,
it's like if I went hiking in 2018, I'll be like, hey man, there's this one time in 2018 I went hiking. It's like I'll constantly remind people that I did hiking.
Like we actually do go out though, but it's just like eating. To be honest,
it's not.
We go out to eat and come back.
This conversation made me realize we need to do more stuff.
I mean, honestly, like it's same. Like fuck, it's as you say. Like as an artist, like yeah, I'm home. I go to the gym. I watch anime and play video games. You know, like
that's the life, bro.
That's the life.
So I do have some friends that like they go live.
Oh yeah,
like they live a little. Like one of my friends just randomly, like the other week, goes, I took down this 30-meter tree that was a dead tree, and I built like an oak table out of it. I'm like, and then next week he's going like paragliding or something. I'm like, what the fuck?
I envy those people.
It's like, how do you have like this much energy? I get jealous.
I saw it on TikTok. I'm just gonna do it or whatever.
There's people like that. They go on TikTok. It's like, oh, this guy's jumping out of a plane. I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna do. I mean, hold on. Would you go skydiving? Like I've come to terms. Like you know what?
I'm too scared of heights, bro.
You know what? I don't think it's not the falling that's scary. It's when it stops, right? So if you can like get over it. No, I think my anxiety. Because one of my friends asked me for like as like a birthday thing, they were curious, like, did you go skydiving? And I thought about it. I was like, well, first, it's like yes, because my process is like it's like a roller coaster. I hate going up in a roller coaster, but then like once like it's because it's my anxiety that's like I just want this to get fucking over with. So if someone kicks me out of the plane, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. But I'll be complaining and fucking crying the whole time as we're ascending. That's right?
What it is. Everyone tells me it's like the flying up there, and the most terrifying part is at the door. The door, as soon as you take the leap, it's not scary anymore. But apparently, when landing, that's scary as well.
It's just acceptance. You're just like, all right, we're going. This is how I go.
As soon as you're out of the plane, it's like there's no turning back now. It's like you can't go back to the plane.
My legs are frozen from just thinking about jumping off the plane.
I got like a stupid case of vertigo, like in heights. So I can just imagine myself on like skydiving. So I'll probably fucking
just like pass out.
Yeah,
I'll freak out the whole time. That's actually.
Oh man! When like my cousins, he had a hot air balloon ride for his birthday. He invited me, and I'm like, no, I still regret it till this day. I should have went. Oh man, that looked so cool. Shady went, I think, yeah.
I feel like
oh, there's a cat.
It just puts up its head.
Yeah, he's just been. This is like he's been here the whole time. He's just like, I just want to be part of shit.
Just so you guys know, his name is Shady.
I already mentioned this, man.
On the
what? Yes. Here you go.
When did you mention it?
I did.
He didn't show him.
Yeah, but I said the cat's name Shady, by the way.
Shady,
and he said,
you're famous
speaking
now.
of Spider-Man, that's what you said.
Right? There.
Shady's so cute.
This is the guy.
Which one?
Both Shady are so cute.
He's just like, all right, human.
Adorable.
I'm done now. Right.
He's like, let me go now.
Yo, he reviews my work, like everyone at work, when we do like virtual calls. He's like always here, just like judging like everything I'm putting up. And he's just like, bro, do you approve? He's just like, yeah.
Did you approve of Spider Cat?
That is the Spider Cat, bro.
Yeah, imagine. I don't know. What do you think of a Spider Cat, bud? He is good fucking shit. So you imagine?
I could take him.
That baby.
I could take him. What? Webs out of his mouth. Whatever. Fuck that shit. Yeah, honestly. But like during Spider-Verse, when I was working, there was one time I was working late night, and I forgot I left the door was like his food and all that shit. I'm sure. Have you ever done this with your dog? Your dog's adorable, by the way.
I appreciate it,
man. Like Goki.
Go,
man, fucking stud. But yeah, it's like Shady. Like he acts like an idiot, but like he's pretty knowledgeable. So I left the door open for his food one day, and I didn't realize it. I'm just working away, and I just hear like rustling and shit. And I go check the man's like knocked down his food. He's just like a Garfield, fucking just like in the bag, just
knocked
like
out.
just like fucking like yeah, could have been hours.
Knocked out.
Oh man, how's the puppy?
He's good. He's grown up heaps now.
He's so big, man.
Like 4 times the size.
Shit. I see him at the gym when you guys posted too. I think it's so fucking cute.
Yeah. He's like full grown in 6 months, I think. It's like far out. Like
he's one of our training partners.
Like team mascot, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
What's that? You guys ever play Bloody Roar, like that fighting game?
I love Bloody Roar. Yeah.
I'll just
not
picture
these guys. Well, have you played Bloody Roar, Shady? Bloody Roar? No, it's just me. I'm the only one old enough to know that game.
What? I'm 89. When are you?
86.
Oh shit! Yeah, we're like last of the elite.
Yeah,
last of the elite. These guys, do they
I just got into fighting games yesterday, bro. Like Street Fighter.
Bloody Roar, to explain it, it's like a cool fighting game.
Yeah.
The mechanics are not that great, like fighting wise, but it's a cool fighting game. But the cool thing about it is that you could transform into a beast.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a lion, or
you can
like
choose whatever you want.
A bee or some shit.
Oh yeah, or like one of my favorite characters was the mole.
Yeah,
I know. I know. Like it sounds really fucking weird, but he was just fast as fuck, and I was just like, fucking. I was just thinking of Goki. Just like if you ever did like an art piece, just like take reference from the wolf character from that game. Just like super fucking jacked, like Goki, just like
she's just standing up. You know what? My friend Lewis has been drawing like I don't know if you've been seeing him the the cell and the booty
Yeah.
pictures.
But it's
And
fucking
he's like,
sick.
he's been doing a whole bunch of pictures for the gym, so I'm gonna get him to draw Goki
Yeah, that'll be sick.
as a buff dog.
Yo, I would fucking like if you ever did shirts or prints of that, I'd be like,
I think there's gonna be shirts. Ali's looking into it, so yeah.
yeah, like I want them, like all of them. I fucking love like the hyperbolic time chamber, the hyperlogic time chamber. I thought it was brilliant. It's so
Hyperlogic,
fucking,
yeah.
so fucking brilliant.
I can't wait to actually finish because we got a shed in the backyard that's like 5-6 times the size of where the gym is now, and we're gonna relocate. We're gonna change to that area.
I feel like
And we're
our
gonna build that
definition.
gym.
I feel like our definition of a shed is different. For in Canada, a shed's just like a small little thing.
Oh, usually it is, but in his case,
sure.
it's a massive double. It's like basically a second house. That's a shed.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna stop using the word shed. I'm gonna call it a warehouse.
Yeah,
That makes more sense because now it's like the Aunt May, like in the tool shed, fucking like underground Spider-Man, fucking like base and everything. I see you.
It's almost as big as that. Yeah.
Honestly, it's massive. It's so big.
Oh, but no, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, that's the whole outcome. Like we're trying to build up to that point. Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
So like, is your studio like? Are you close to home, or is it like a separate building? Like,
my studio is my home.
Yeah.
that's
So
fucking
basically,
sick.
what
So this
what
is
you're
just another
seeing-
room.
This right here, this is one of the rooms, the podcast room.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There's like the office room
Yeah.
where I do all my work. That's where the podcast was in the other room.
Yeah, I remember.
But it's like I never wanted to be a homeowner here. But I found this house and it kind of, checked all the boxes that I can, live, play, enjoy, rest.
Yeah.
And I'm in an area where there's like basically no noise. So it's always peaceful.
That's
So-
nice.
So I kind of, I fell in love with this house. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and honestly, congrats to like just the working up to achieving like it's tough, like especially in like just art in general because it's so subjective, right? And like it should be like I'm as a fellow artist, just the achievement is Herculean. So like congratulations on just
Appreciate
everything like that you guys have all done too. Like even like as a unit, right? Like it inspires me like regularly. Like especially when I see like your posts, even like on Daniel, like on your stuff too. Like
Appreciate it.
like it's just I just think it's so cool how like you get that group of like being able to feed off your friends to like
Yeah,
just,
that's
like,
what
help,
it is. Yeah, honestly,
to help elevate,
If it wasn't for them,
And
it's like
we're
I wouldn't
not-
be motivated to
And we're
train
only
or
doing
anything.
it. We're not
honestly,
only
yeah.
doing it with friends and family and stuff.
Yeah.
We're kind of like, it's like everyone. If we have the opportunity to help you out, you have the opportunity to help us out. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
so we like. It's like
Eye for an eye.
there was like not eye for an eye. We're not killing people.
no, it's like
yeah, man, like shit. But hold on, but like
you know what I meant.
I know what you meant, but it's like not killing eye for an eye.
it's okay. We understand, but seriously though, if you need something,
Like this guy is like, send my regards.
you know.
It's like what the hell?
No,
Right.
I didn't mean it like that. No one would have thought that when until
Did
you
you
pointed
think
it.
that when he
no,
said
you
eye
didn't.
for an eye?
What do you mean?
Shady,
Like,
be quiet. You did not.
little D's like let's break his legs and make him walk home. Like man, but
I would
yeah.
have an iPhone.
It's like it is what it is. That's what you said.
Yeah, it is. It's a dangerous place out here. Eye for an eye. Like, but like, and I mean, like, if there's anything that I can like do, like with you guys for like whether it be collab or like questions on like 3D or post production and things like that, please like feel free, man. You got my stuff. I'd be like
Appreciate
more than happy to do that. I think it's so cool.
It's like I was like always like in my back of my head. You've always been like I've put you on like a notepad in my head, like for my characters, like in my series, my frequency series, my IP. It's like I love how how you do your portraits, how you draw your illustrations. I love the look of them, and I'm like, you know what? I can get him probably to do my characters like at one point. It's like,
And I'll be honest, those are from Midjourney though.
that's what I'm saying. It's
Like that's it's just like from just the description. So I stopped my subscription because I just haven't been using it. But yeah, like if you ever
But
like,
you gave me like that a visual platform. Like that's what I want them to look like.
oh cool.
Like the characters. That's what I need them to look like.
Oh yeah, man.
It's
fun.
like because when you see shit like that, it's like and you see your characters and you develop your characters in a certain look.
yeah.
That's the direction I want to go in, and like as you said, build from there.
Yeah. Let's see. I did. Yeah. And, man.
And again, like after like me building frequency like in the background and stuff, after watching Spider-Verse, it's like that's what I want. Like the reaction and how I feel about Spider-Verse and how he feels about Spider-Verse is what I want for my IP. That's what I want people to fall in love.
I did not want to leave that cinema. So.
Yeah.
For me, it's like I like making cool shit for my friends to see, right? Yeah. Like that's probably one of my biggest pieces of inspiration. Is like if I know like because we do get some say in like what shows we get, especially if there's like multiple projects on. So when Spider-Verse was coming, I was like, I want to be like, I love the first one. I have my chance to be on it. Like I want to be on it, so I can do like, I want to do cool shit for my friends to see and like be part of this whole thing. So like, yeah, that same kind of motivation, right? Like you want to. I
had that same mentality for Spider-Verse. I love Spider-Verse Part 1. I needed to be part of 2.
Was better, man.
And I'm like, how do I do it? It's like I'm like not on the Sony promotion anymore. So how do I get back on it? So I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll just do stuff by myself.
Yeah.
Like I'll promote it myself because, you know, I don't give a shit about money and all that sort of stuff. I want to promote the movie because I love the movie. And so I did that. And it's like, then Sony took notice and like made me the official international promoter or, promotion posters, which I love. Yeah.
Sony took notice, man. You helped get Henry Cavill as Geralt and Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. You know what I mean? Like, when you post something,
you have that inspiration.
Like you had like that's power you can't buy. You know what I mean? Like it's so cool. Like I think that's one of the coolest
things. So surreal. Like right? I know it's unfortunate what happened with Henry Cavill, like with that series, but I wish him the best where he's going. But but Ahsoka, I think we're doing some big things with it. So I'm not 100% sure what Disney Australia is doing, but there might be a collaboration between her and I, in a way, like to work off like this whole how it turned out, like how the whole casting and all that sort of stuff. Hopefully, I can finally have a conversation with her. That would be dope.
That'd be really cool. Oh, my camera is doing thing.
There we go. There we go. Like
nailed
wins.
it.
An eye for a spot for a spot.
Spot for a spot.
Stop from the movie and spotting in gym.
Spot for a spot. Okay.
That's a better one.
Oh, and can you please walk me through that link in your brain that took us there? How'd you go from spot to gym?
I was just thinking about one that was better than an eye for an eye, and then I'm like thinking Spot, the movie. We're talking about the movie, spotting in gym. That's it. You got that?
Yeah.
Tell me it's not better. Tell me it's not better. It's
just
better.
Say karma. Do good deeds, you get good deeds back. No, just say that.
No, spot for a spot in gym. That's it.
Eye for an eye. This guy wants to kill people. Like,
I fixed it. Spot for a spot. It's better.
I fixed it. It got better.
It got better. It did.
Speaking of Spot, it's like the Spot character. He also plays Polka Dot in Suicide Squad, right?
No. So
no?
Jason.
Who's the actor?
Jason Schwartzman. Have you seen Scott Pilgrim? Versus
yes. Okay, yeah. That's
for anyone else, just a reminder.
I thought it was the actor from what's it called Suicide Squad.
No, but like he's so fucking funny. That other actor too. Big fan. But yeah, it's the Gideon Graves character from Scott Pilgrim. Yeah.
Definitely, I feel bad for you, bro. The polka dot thing.
I thought it was.
I thought you was. When you mentioned that, I thought you already knew this thing.
I was asking a person that's on the movie.
Yeah, no, because after the movie, I remember you mentioning it, and I'm like, oh, that's so.
Bro, that's eye for an eye, bro.
That's eye for an eye. That's it now.
Okay.
I get it. See, that's where eye for an eye works. When you threw me under the bus again, like right now, that's eye.
Yeah, then you wouldn't have an eye for me because you wouldn't kill for me.
That's when you use it. You make sense now.
No, it doesn't. Because you wouldn't have my back after I just said that.
I don't have your back. I'm saying you said eye for an eye against me now. You threw me under the bus. It's like I said it so confidently. Moron.
Moron. So matter of fact.
That was hurtful.
I said that in a nice way though.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's for
love.
all the love. Like, only real friends can insult other friends' intelligence.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
True. And like, you know what, I feel we've gotten along. And like, please, boys, like, feel free. I'll take it.
No, until you're in Australia and we actually meet face to face. That's when when all that sort of stuff.
So actually, quick question: is there a Disney World in Australia?
There's no Disney World.
We're not cool, bro. Australia's
Well,
not
I mean,
that
hey, we
cool.
don't have one in Canada, so like,
We barely have anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
honestly.
Australia's progressing. Like they're getting more movie studios and stuff down here.
yeah, I've heard about
So-
that.
Because our tax is not as bad as LA. They don't say that's the reason, but it's like I'm 100% sure.
No,
that's
it's
the reason.
that's. I mean, like that's why they come to Canada because like it's
Yeah.
it is a tax break. But yeah, I heard like man, there are tons of things being filmed now in Australia,
Yeah.
which is like really fucking cool. Is it usually like
Yeah.
in like is it like in like the major cities or like do you like are they out in like the
It's
suburbs?
in the major cities. So some of them are in Sydney, some of them are in Queensland. So like when they're like apparently they were shooting something with Ryan Gosling just recently
Was it Barbie?
here. No, it wasn't Barbie.
I can't wait for that movie. Actually,
I'm not sure which one it is, but yeah,
there was one with Zac Efron when he came. I think.
There was Zac Efron as well in
Yeah.
Melbourne. John Cena was in Melbourne.
Yeah.
John
Yeah,
Cena. How
there's
did
also-
they even know? You can't even see him.
Oh yeah, true.
I'm pretty sure he would want to kill himself every time he hears that joke. It's
Imagine he's
how
like
do you-
right in front of you. Where John Cena? Where?
What's
Yeah.
that? There's a new movie.
Punch him in the face.
One second. There's a new movie that he came out. Was coming out with Jackie Chan. What's it called?
Oh, I don't
I
Is it
don't
called?
know.
Is it called Invisible War?
Oh, Hidden Strike, Project Extraction.
Okay. So here's the thing. It's like you really want to use the word hidden with a John Cena movie.
Yo, speaking of Extraction, have you seen like the Hemsworth?
I've seen part
movie?
1. Yeah, I haven't seen
Yeah.
part 2 yet.
No, it's not. I just saw the trailer for it. Man, I did not realize like how like, that was such a good movie, and for like a Netflix thing, like I didn't think it had like a crazy budget or whatever. Like, yeah, sorry, it took me by surprise in like Extraction, my thought process. But yeah,
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I think I got the. I think they sent me. I think they sent me a screener. I think we can watch it. Yeah.
it's
Part
on
one, but
part one. Yeah, part one's on Netflix.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I would recommend that. That was like it's like the Australian John Wick.
Yeah,
But-
Australian John Wick.
Yeah,
That is true.
yeah, but
He
yeah,
doesn't. He's true. He does dodge bullets and doesn't die.
that's it. You seen the latest John Wick?
Yeah.
Oh, don't even.
Fucking.
I just don't understand
See,
how
I
no
haven't
one can
felt
shoot
like-
him.
Since that movie, like the feeling I had for that movie, I haven't felt it till this movie right now. Like just having that, like I didn't want it to end. Feeling like
John
Spider.
Wick, you didn't want it to end. I kind of wanted it to end.
No, like I
Like,
enjoyed
it was
like,
good, but it's like,
Yeah.
I didn't want it to end. Nah, the action
want it
scenes
to
was too.
end.
The bird's eye as well. That was the best.
That
Like
was
as soon
really-
as
that
he
was
felt,
really good.
as soon,
Yeah.
like this
Same
is where I
thing.
made my mind up. My mind was made up of that movie. Like I love the movie, but when he fell down the stairs 4 times,
Oh
like,
yeah,
from all the way up there.
Yeah, but it was funny though.
On the top of the stairs, he
on.
fell all the way
Yeah,
down.
it's
I'm like,
funny.
oh my god, I have to watch him climb up again.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't that long though. To be fair, the second
half
time
an hour.
No,
It was a
the
half an hour
second
fight
time-
scene.
No, it was
Second
long. It was long. It was loads of long ass stairs, long ass fight scene. For me, I think the one thing that kind of like okay is when he fell out of like 10 stories onto a car and like walked and like walked it off, and then like continued. And I was like, damn. Like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing now. Like, this
Even
is
the roundabout scene with all the cars driving,
Yeah.
they were hitting everyone but him. I'm
every
like,
single. Because I remember the first one reminded me of a video game, like in John Wick 1. It's like he does his thing, he goes to the hotel, he spends his coins, he heals, he saves, goes out, does his mission, he comes back to the hotel, he saves,
true.
he
It's so
saves,
true,
he
yeah.
heals, and then goes out again, right?
Yeah.
So,
Oh my God.
You said something that like kind of reminded me of something I read yesterday about the saving coins and money. Did you hear about the latest Grand Theft Auto? I don't know if it's a rumor, but apparently the in-game money you make is actually transferred to your account. Like you can get your in-game money.
What, from 6 or 5?
The new one that's coming out.
like is it like real money?
Yeah. So the jobs you do, like the stuff you do in-game, you can actually get it.
I don't think
Like
so.
not at the level of millions of dollars
Yeah.
and stuff, but you still can get paid for your missions.
What?
That's what I've been hearing about the new Grand Theft Auto. Is that legit or?
Well, wait, hold
don't
on.
know.
For my first
I'm-
question is who's paying? Where's the money coming from?
Rockstar would be
Wouldn't it be
playing.
from Rockstar? They make so much money.
And they're just going you know what? It's got to the point where we're going to pay our players.
But
Buy-
it kind of makes sense.
I mean-
I'm gonna do
I'm
a
retiring.
double deep dive
Yeah,
check in
please.
it. But apparently that's like a thing. It's like they want to pay people for their missions. Doing co-op stuff, you can get paid like doing
Sounds
like
unhealthy though.
Oh, yeah.
Gaming all day.
I'm getting
but-
like World of Warcraft flashbacks. Like, hey, man, can you 8 hours farm these trees, put them on Amazon, or sell it,
Yeah.
selling for real money. Like that's what I'm thinking of.
I don't know, man. But how cool would it be, like, if that is the case, and
You'd
like
never see anyone again, bro.
you're roaming around in the game, and it's like someone offers you, like, apparently people can offer you like a job, like to do something for them. Imagine someone just like, you know, puts out a hit. It's like, do this for me, and I'll give you $100. It's like, fuck yeah. It's like, okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I will.
Go across town.
I will.
Actually, but it's like,
But like, honestly, I think that's like if done well, that's an amazing concept. Like,
oh yeah.
Imagine having like a job in a game, like you're in Grand Theft Auto. That's your job. You're like a highly sought after assassin or like hitman in that world. It's like, and you get paid
that'd be cool.
$1,000, $2,000 a week.
you can get robbed
like
and stuff too.
In games,
There's
like,
a lot of things
Yo,
in there.
that's
Imagine
like
getting
it's-
robbed.
Yo, that's giving me like
That's gonna
Sword-
cause issues.
That's
though.
like it's reminding me of like Sword Art Online, like that anime. Like imagine
Oh,
it's like,
that's so good.
like
though.
you take a deep dive in. I don't know if you guys read like manga or like manhwa,
No.
any of that. But like there's a whole thing now of like it's basically isekai, which is like being like killed or like going to another world and living in another world. And there's one that's called Overgeared. It's basically it's what you're describing. It's like a giant MMO, and like you go into like a tank, like Ready Player One, and like you perform these jobs, and the money you make in game can be like brought into the real world, and that just reminded me of that. So, like,
it's just a crazy thought. It's kind of like you know, Rockstar Games kind of are implementing Ready Player One into this, because
That's
if you
cool.
think about it, the avatar is yours, and you're doing missions and jobs and all that sort of stuff in game, and you're getting money for it. Like, you can just imagine, like, that's your 9 to 5. Like, your wife tells you where you're going. It's like, oh, I have to take out this club owner. Like in Grand Theft Auto, he's been causing mischief in this town. It's like, I have to take him out. It's like, it's worth $500.
It'll have its pros and cons, I think.
oh,
It'll have its pros and
Of course,
cons.
it will have its pros and cons, but it's like, that's the thing. It's like,
Yeah.
if you get, it's always good to have, like, nowadays, because that's how it is. This is the world now. To get back from the game. It's like games that don't give back at all
it's like why?
usually don't really last anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's like I love a good story game or an adventure game, like
Yeah.
like the Witcher 3. I played the fuck out of that game. Like I love it. Or I haven't played Breath of the Wild yet, but I've seen the Wild, like all that stuff for the new Zelda game.
Yeah, but have
Right.
you noticed, like, with those games though, like even Breath of the Wild, like even the one before it,
Yeah. What
the
was
game is amazing, went viral, everyone loves it and stuff, but it just, like, there's an end, there's a cap.
Oh, it's
like,
yeah.
you just don't think about it anymore.
Well, it's true because like
because
the
it was
story ends, right?
The story ends. That's it. But if you see a game like, I'll just use an example just straight off the top of my head, like Fortnite, that keeps putting into it and keeps giving back.
Yo,
That game has such longevity. It's like,
it's crazy.
that's what it is. It keeps bringing people back in. And not only that, they're very smart, because, like, Spider-Verse came out and they're like, okay, let's put Spider-Verse characters in it.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, and that's that Fortnite has become like its own, like it's like, to me it reminds me of like what League of Legends was, you know, like the esports and how that like evolved. But like anything that's like a multiplayer, like battle royale, like it's like for MMOs where like there's you can level your character up, and then there's like you play for the end game, like for the drops and any of that stuff. And now like for Fortnite, it's just like the content, or like how ridiculous can you be? Honestly, it kind of reminds me of like Free Guy reminded me of Fortnite.
Yeah, it's basically. I thought that's what that movie was based on.
Yeah, right.
But it's like that. It's like that. It's like that world. It's like, and it keeps evolving. It keeps giving you back. It keeps reeling you back in. Like single player games. Like I love Devil May Cry. Right.
Oh, I fucking love
And
Devil May Cry.
Even the new one came out. It's like, I love Devil May Cry, but it doesn't have like. A lot of people want people to interact with them, and you can't interact with people on a single player game. Like, you could tell them, oh, if you played the game and I played the game, yeah, we can talk shop about that. But it's like, everyone wants to be part of a community now.
Yeah,
They want to be part of something.
That sense of belonging, you know, like but then it gets kind of ridiculous. Like I remember hearing that parents would hire tutors for their kids on how to be a better Fortnite player because they would get made fun of at school. And like, to me, that's just
I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, that was like a thing in like the States, and like I feel like North America is not just like a whole bullying thing. But anyway, but like bullies are fucking assholes. So like fuck that shit. But like to hear that that's a thing though. Like you're a tutor for Fortnite or for like because the kid wants to fit in the community so badly, kind of thing, right? And on a happier note, I think it's cool that like you want that, like there is like this open forum that you can get that like with your friends and everything like that. Like I'm very much like all for that. But yeah, and like gaming is like evolving very like smart, I think, in that regard. Like as you said, like the updates, like the new characters, like always like showing you new, like what's the latest thing to keep you like just reeled in, right?
I think that's what I think that's what I love about the whole fighting game community, the FGC. So basically, the fighting game community, even when you're a new player, you're accepted. There's no gatekeeping. No, it's like they'll teach you the game. They'll tell you what's important. And it's like because it's like they're like 2-minute games or like round-based games. You could teach someone. They can take a break and watch you play as well. And it's like. And it's a fun environment. That's why I've always loved fighting games. Yeah.
Fighting game. I've been a big fan. You just remind me. It's like 25 cents down. Like I got next. You know.
I got next. That's
I got next.
Put your dollar down on the arcade machine.
I got next. Like that. The community for me always be like the old school arcades. You know, like going in there, like put your dollar down, like, and that's what, like you would make your friends like that. When I was growing up,
some of my friends now, like my for life friends, are from the arcades. Like I met them there, became really good friends, and we've been friends for like 15 years.
That's fucking awesome. I'm feeling a little like nostalgic. There's like a mall really close to where I grew up, like in the suburbs, and there's a really the movie theater is now a Cineplex, but it used to be like a really old busted movie theater, and the one redeeming thing of it is that it had Marvel vs. Capcom, and like we would go like at lunch and just run it, and like of course being late for class, like of course, but like there would be packs of us just playing. Like so, Marvel vs. Capcom was like my like intro to the arcade, and then and when it was like Street Fighter, which I'm nowhere near like good at, but it's fun to play. Like and then. But like it's just the community from it, the friends you make from it, or like that. I don't know. It's like that sense of like anime honor, you know, like when you're fighting someone and it's like, I respect you now. Like good, like the beef is squashed. Good fight. Like
There's never any real saltiness unless you're in tournament. Yeah, it makes sense because you're eliminated. But like when you're fighting with people in the arcade, it's like. Even if you lose, you're not salty. It's like, you got me this time. I'll get you on the next one. Yeah.
But there's also the flip side of like the online. I don't know if you experienced this, but like when I play Dragon Ball Fighters was my most recent fighting game. I haven't played it in a minute, but online I did find a bit of like toxicity or saltiness of like
when you add anonymity to people, it's like that's when it happens. It doesn't matter what game, what genre, or nothing. We just talked about it. Some people are bettering their health, and people are like, you know what, you're an asshole.
straight up. But it's like I would love to see like it's just in the fighting game where it's like, yo man, like this wasn't working. And just like watching the input of them just like putting it in wrong, but like no one can see me, so I'm just gonna blame you. Like you're lucky this or that. It's like, nah, man. Just learn to block.
Just learn to block.
Just hold back. Yeah. Who's your character in Street Fighter? Like, did you like? Have you?
I play right now. My main character in all Street Fighters when he's available is M Bison. That's my main character.
I feel like I should leave.
In this game, I gotta play E Honda, and I'm kind of digging Marissa as well. So they're the two characters that I love. What I'm happy about mostly is these guys are back. Like these guys are playing a fighting game for the first time. Yeah.
That's fucking.
DJ is my main right now. I'm trying to get into DJ. I really like him.
Man.
And Shady is Cammy.
Cammy right now, or Kimberly.
Cammy and Kimberly.
Man, Cammy's like that again. Like for Street Fighter, like even on like TikTok, like it's just her. That's all I've been seeing.
Is just Cammy's getting a lot of love.
Because she's got like
she's fast.
The nicest combos right now.
Yeah. Fair. But
she does like long range damage. She can get in fast. Yeah. She can get out fast.
Like E Honda as well, though. Same thing.
He can get in fast, but not out fast.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Thousand Hands.
That's his
Yeah.
favorite.
I love Thousand Hands.
You gotta get that's like just really for me it was Blanca, and then I'm not gonna lie, I thought Akuma looked fucking awesome. I just wanted to raging demon someone like and like I'm 100% like on the bandwagon for Akuma. Like just
well that's you got what is it? Almost 11 and a half months.
right.
So he comes out. That's when he comes out. That's when Akuma comes out.
Then that's when you'll see me. Like, I'll get the game that I just recently got. Diablo 4. I don't know where you guys ever Diablo
came out
players?
same day. Came
dude,
out same day.
I
His
know.
brother plays Diablo 4 as well. He
My brother
plays Street Fighter
my,
6.
all my friends play Diablo. All my friends are heavy into Street Fighter and heavy into Diablo.
Yeah, so, and
So
they came
have
out
like
same day.
They have a predicament happening right now. They
Yeah.
don't know which one to play. Like,
Shit, just so like even like so we have like with me like my really close friends now. We have like Tuesday nights. That's Diablo 4. Like we do whatever you want throughout the week. On Tuesdays we raid kind of thing, and that's how. So maybe like you just got. But it's so adult though. It's like you set the schedule. So I can imagine like for your brother playing Street Fighter.
That is adult. Like the people that I'm talking about, it's like you turn on like Discord and they're online. They're online at 3 a.m. while they have children.
Yeah, because when the kids are asleep, it's like okay, we can do
This
this.
is my time now.
This is when we play.
It's my time now.
Like I don't think I've ever opened the Discord and they're not there.
As long as they're happy. As long as they're happy, that's it.
Man, but it's true, yo. Like video games, they were like there's even like growing up like for us. Hold on, I don't know. Are you similar age group for us too? Like 80s? No,
25.
Yeah.
He's 25. He's a young baby.
Times 25 times 3, 75, bro.
Right, got it.
75.
But,
So,
man, because like back, it's true because like the late.
Because he's
like,
89, you're 86.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
It's confusing the shit out of me.
Because you looked at me like this.
I don't know why you're saying so many numbers. Just say you're 25.
but yeah, man. Shit, yo, D,
I grew up playing COD and shit. Like that's the stuff. Halo, all those types of games.
Halo. Like we could run it. Like
Halo 3.
Halo 3. Halo was. I played that.
Halo Reach. Yeah.
With like
The
my
better
friends.
times.
Like, oh man, that was my game.
Yeah.
Like that was for like a shooter.
That's probably my best game as well. Halo 3.
We had some of my like friends like from my childhood. We had a game. It was like there was in Halo 4 where we brought it back. It was called Patience. We go on Blood Gulch. Everyone would have snipers, but we'd also have camo. And it was the first of 3.
That's actually a fun game.
Right? And like that was it. And it's just like
I would be raging, I feel like in that.
but like that's the point. That's what's called patience.
Yeah.
And me, like I'm like, okay, maybe like a minute goes in and I'm just like, all right, I go to the middle, I shoot it off. Just to see like who would shoot me from what direction, and then we can start the fight. Because like I couldn't just sit there and like camp.
What game type was it in? I don't know which Halo it was, but it was like Lone Wolf and there was one hit kill.
Oh,
with BRs.
Yeah.
SWAT.
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 SWAT was great.
Yeah.
That's my favorite game mode.
There was this one time like my whole crew and everyone was in there. We were all playing like all against each other, but there was like one actual MLG player that went into the lobby and played. The guy managed to not get hit in that game.
The pro players are really good.
Yo, yeah, pro players are like, because like that's their job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're like legit built different. But still, like SWAT's one of my favorite. I love Fiesta.
SWAT is Fiesta. The different guns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Fiesta.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Chaos.
They're fun. Those are the fun ones. Those are more you'd relax and enjoy yourself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, SWAT you got to sit up and like.
Yeah, it's true. Like you ever notice? I'm sure you guys have like the fighter, or, like playing a fighting game, like the game positions, like you're playing, and then like who you're fighting is actually doing some good, and you're like, I gotta
sit down now.
Sit up, or you move closer, kind of thing, right?
Well, I did that to him the other day. He beat me one game with DJ. I'm like, then he went to work. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna practice a few combos. And destroy him as soon as he comes back home.
I come back as a whole different person, bro.
Right?
It's all these things. I'm like, okay,
no
worries.
You got to set the household right, you know?
Yeah, I know.
It's like, it just doesn't make sense. I play Street Fighter like all my life. This guy just starts, beats me again. I'm like, nah, unacceptable.
Oh my god. Fuck, man. Did you ever play Soul Calibur?
I did, but it's like I wasn't very big on that game. But I kind of like I was kind of like a troll, like keep knocking people off the stage. That's how I played.
Man,
yeah.
I thought I was good at that game, and the first time I met one of my friends, like in our youth, and like I was talking mad shit. Like I was so certain, like bet like my life savings, like my soul, like I was gonna kick the shit out of him. And he's like, okay, well, let's see. We go and we fight. Man, perfected me. Shut me the fuck up. And to this day, I haven't touched it. That's
actually like that's called getting humbled. Like,
oh yeah,
that happened to me in Guilty Gear. So in Guilty Gear, I thought it was Guilty Gear X at the time, and I thought I was good. I thought I was like, I'm a top player. Like at my household, people that come to my house, I destroy them, everything. Some guy goes, you should go to tournaments. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I went in there like big ego, big head, and everything, and I went into casuals with one of the people that's like top 5 in the scene, and just casuals before him, and he was just like picking. He went random select. He got Bridget, and he's like, I'll just play against you. It's like, bro, I got perfected every single round, and this guy wasn't trying. I'm like, yeah, I'm not joining this tournament.
Yeah, it's just
the worst feeling.
Fuck, man. Sometimes you just get like oh man. And thinking about it now, like I was the confidence. Never again.
And then just shits on you.
No, and like for me, it was like he was like 3 years younger than me too, so it's like someone like a kid in like the 10th grade, and I was in like 12th grade, like just going to college like afterwards kind of thing. Nope,
just, not happening.
Nope, just up here. You want me to sit right here? Yeah, nope, no problem. Me and my Astroth will just park it. Fuck here. I get you some water.
And the worst part is Guilty Gear was my favorite game at the time. Like I loved everything about it. It's my heart and soul, and it's like after that, it's like, you know what? Don't like it.
Yeah, it's not my game. It's not even that good.
I gotta move on now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give a shout out to Ferry because he's the one that made me X the game. He made me quit.
And you know what? I feel like Cleveland. His name is Brandon, but we'll call him Cleveland. And yeah, we're Family Guy. And so, I'll never forget. It's been 20 years, or no, like 15 years. Never forget.
Maybe I'll feel that in the Street Fighter competition.
If someone makes you quit, you'll feel that.
Yeah, I really hope. I hope you guys like. Are you guys gonna live stream the tournament?
We'll record content. I don't think about.
It'll be live streamed as well. BAM's live stream.
Oh, the BAM is live streamed.
I'll send you the link when we're there.
Yeah, because man, I would love to just like see that, or even just fucking like announce.
And also, me and Shady, we're gonna do some vlogging there. We'll do some vlogging. Yeah, we'll do some vlogging there as well.
Yeah, man. I'm down. If Shady wants help like editing and stuff, like please reach out. Like again, like I'm in like whatever I can help with the community and for you guys.
I appreciate it, man.
Oh yeah, man.
We'll find something to collaborate on instead of like the helping factor. We'll kind of just do some cool shit.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Sure. But I'm just saying, like for me, it's like I just want to like help a buddy out, kind of thing. Like we're friends, eye for an eye, right?
Yeah, eye for an eye. We're gonna make a shirt.
Don't make a shirt. Jesus Christ.
We're gonna make sure, and it's like
you're dragging this too much.
It's like a positive message as well.
You're taking this
eye for an eye. But yeah, it's
how it became that, I don't even know. I was trying to just be like a nice person at that comment.
Anyway, I'm so glad we got to speak to you. We got to chat. We got to look up.
It was very
and we're gonna definitely do some more of it.
For sure.
And I'm glad we got to speak to you after the movie because
that
way you could have spoke about it.
Yeah,
it was originally meant to be before it.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure you would have been like redacted.
Yeah, straight up like Shady. Get the red marker.
Yeah,
just like
take that out. I'm like, I can't say this. I can't say that.
Right. But I mean, like even still, like if you guys have questions or want to do like even more like Spider-Verse focused on the side, like I'm in. Like I was thinking about it in the back of my head as we were talking about like what can actually like be said and like we can go more in depth into, and like there's a lot if you want. I'll just real quick, like I saw your latest post about like the detailing of like them hanging upside down and like the eyebrows, like things like that you might have seen that maybe other viewers haven't, or just questions you have like on things like that. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that I can answer those two.
So just by that saying, there's like hidden details everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
So this is what's going to happen. When the 8K or 4K movie comes out, we're going to watch it and we're going to dissect everything.
Yo, that'd be like, we could become our own DVD commentary.
That's what we say. And we can like be like, we can give our own opinions. He can give his like weird eye for an eye opinion.
Right? Yeah. I can point out, I will say that
it's going to go on for days.
there is like an Easter egg that we put in India World. Like when we went to Mumbai, on some of the buildings, some of like the scribbles of the lines are actually our initials from the Incline effects team.
That's sick. That's awesome.
So just to like,
see, that's things like this, like that's awesome to hear about it. So,
yeah, because like
just like a fire, like a fire shot round. What 5 things people wouldn't know about the movie you can tell them, like that would make them more hype for it, I guess.
A lot of it that you think is 2D is actually done 3D, which is like just visually, like it's a lot of like things that we had to build to make that. And so
I kind of saw that. I kind of saw 3D cell shade 3D fusion.
But then but like to top it off, then we had there was like also like really amazing, fantastic 2D artists, like proper 2D that would do work on top of our 3D stuff, which is like, and like even so seamless that like you couldn't tell that like that's there. Just like things in the background, like even some things on the streets, like some random characters, you know, like there could be some things there. I don't want to, you know, say, but like you might find there are more things in there than you think that you've seen, especially inside the lobby, especially in the lobby. Like, so
the lobby scene is.
I'm pretty sure in the lobby you guys like threw in a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, we flooded that shit. Like like there was supposed to be more, like, and we just like the computers, like the machines and rendering, like there was just so much. So it's like, okay, like what can we actually like? How much can we pack this without breaking things? You know? Yeah. So
and you can't speak about part 3, so I'm not going to say anything about it. But it is like you would. I'm going to say it's going to blow minds. Like
I'd assume so. The way this one ended, I'd assume it would.
And I hope it has a long run time.
Fingers crossed.
Well.
Yeah, I hope so.
In my opinion, I think it'll have like a similar runtime. I think. I hope it does extremely well. I hope the team that's on it too is just. I wish them like all the best. In truth, just like as an artist, I hope that creatively they get to explore like that. That was like, I think that the big thing that this movie gives back, if anything I could say from like what the artists were able to put into it, it was that in the beginning of everything being devved, there was the exploration, right? And it showed like being like within the different worlds. And I can. I just got a feeling. You don't answer it. Don't even like even acknowledge it or anything. But I just got a feeling Venom's going to be in it. I got a feeling Venom's somehow going to be in it. Hot take. What was that? What did you say?
I said that I had a feeling they might bring up the other Venom. You said Venomverse.
Ah, yeah. Okay. So I'm not going to steal it from Shady. Shady said it first. I bought a Venomverse. The reason I bought a Venomverse is because they said that it was called Beyond the Spider-Verse. So I'm like, you know, Venomverse could be like tease or something, but it's like that's a whole different like ball game. That one. That's that's a whole sick there. Just anything, to be honest. Just Jared Leto comes in. get him in and just let him out. It's like, right? It's Morbin time. Bro, I watched that movie Morbius and I still don't know what's happening. Like right till now, I don't know what's happening.
But the visuals were crazy for that.
That's movie. The visual effects were so cool. Yeah,
that's people like him that created that awesome stuff.
Yeah. Yo, like straight up, there's a saying like even like for CG and stuff, it's like if your movie's shit, like we can make it gold shit, but it's still shit. You know, like we can make like man, there are like other movies where it's like the visuals are like that's like the whole thing. Because like the stories.
You've seen Morbius, right? You've seen Yeah, so what the hell is Tyrese's character doing the whole movie?
Personally, I don't know. I
don't know. He like honestly, but I've asked so many people. It's like he's a cop, but what are you doing?
Yeah,
I don't know what you're chasing.
Like what can you do against these vampires?
Yeah.
Officer.
And not only that, then Jared Leto gets to the end and then the vulture comes. It's like, what was the point?
I forgot about that.
Oh, man. Because okay, so the point of that is they wanted to. I don't know if it's
They
still
wanted
gonna
to
happen.
tell you that it's connected to
Like the whole
that it's
cinema,
connected.
like-
But you know, a few moments later, that vulture is like Batman.
Yeah.
he's just gone.
Yo, I can't actually. When I saw Michael Keaton like drop for Batman, I was so happy.
Yeah,
Like, I
same.
think it-
that's actually the biggest thing I'm hyped for that whole movie.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh man, imagine if they like featured Jack Nicholson somehow. That's just like his Joker. Just like they bring
That
him
would
out
be
of
sick.
right. They bring him out of the woodworks. That'd be I don't know if that'll
That-
happen, but like
I don't know. Like I saw him like recent pictures lately. Like
Yeah.
he always looks pissed off, but he looks really pissed off.
really pissed off. Yeah, man. Hey, yo, I saw an interview really quick with the actor who plays Zod, Michael Shannon. And he had an interview out, and they're like, "How do you feel about being Zod?" He's like, when they asked him to come back for it, he actually called Zack Snyder to ask permission because for him it didn't feel right. And Snyder's like, "Yeah, go for it." So like that's why that was like his green light in. I thought that was really cool to like ask like
It's respecting.
Yeah.
that's
good.
because like I loved Man of Steel.
I did too. It's like I was forever hoping for a Man of Steel 2, but it's like I don't think that's gonna happen.
But who knows? We'll see. But dude,
Unfortunately.
it's been awesome meeting you guys. Like I'm
Likewise,
honored. I'm
man.
honored, man.
Honored to have you on, honestly.
We'll still stay in contact. Like, you know, Shady now, I'll connect you with him. We'll be in contact on socials.
No, 100.
But for me, we know where you are on socials. You tell people where they can find you.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
interact
you
with
can on Instagram at @ad_Zerker. That's my only social. And yeah, I mean, you can check out Aaron Dennis on IMDb if you're curious about the films that I've worked on. And but truth, stick around for Bosslogic, following him, Cell Gains, all of that. These guys have nothing but amazing creative stuff going on. So yeah, thank you,
Shout
thank you
outs
for
to
having me.
AD. Shout outs to Shady.
Yeah.
Shout outs to the other Shady.
Right?
Shout out to
There he
Daniel.
is.
There he is.
He's just looking at me. He's like, "Bro, I want to eat." Like,
Like, get up, hurry up. I've had enough of you on this.
It's been great. And thank you for letting us do our first remote,
honored.
podcast. Yeah.
podcast.
You guys nailed it. Like, if this was a Zoom meeting, money.
The best Zoom meeting I've ever
Best
been.
Zoom meeting ever.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's our sign off. Thank you guys for
Love
joining
you
us.
guys.
Thank you.
See
And
ya.
we'll see you online. Peace out.
See you.
Take it
Peace.
easy.